Hey there guys, I'm back to another video. Today I'm here doing a game room tour for this year. I normally do it in like July or something. It's already August. The reason being for that is because I was actually reorganizing my room for this video in particular, and my room is much cleaner, I would say. I have a lot more room for things and whatnot, and yeah, I'm not exactly a over collector as I once was last year. So I'm not gonna go into too much detail on certain things. I'm just gonna show you guys the room, not gonna really jot it. Oh wait, the couch. Alright, so I've had this couch since I've been doing game room tours for this channel, and obviously the more you use the couch, the more worn out it's gonna get. So yeah, that is definitely black tape because it's ripping. And down here, yeah, it's not pretty. That's why we got a blanket here. King Puro is still here. Random things on the Ottoman, a wireless keyboard. I recently bought the Harry Potter Complete 8 film collection, the complete collection of The Astonishing Ant-Man by Nick Spencer. That is a really cool book, supposedly. I am not too far into it. I've only read the first 2 issues so far, so there is that. This is like a little comic book sort of holder thing. I'm not exactly sure what the name of this is. Maybe it's on the bag, but it's by BCW Supplies. Pretty much what you do with this is that you open it up and you could go and put comics in here. And I pretty much use this on a monthly basis. I pretty much, whenever I go to the comic book store, I bring this with me. I buy the new comics, I slide them right in here, close it up, put it in my car, and then when I'm driving, I don't have to worry about the comics falling off of the car seat or anything like that, because they're just in here. They are going to be protected, and that is a good thing. So, travel size head and shoulder, because I'm going to be traveling to Super Smash Con this weekend. So, if you see me there, say hi, but if not, yeah. Moving on, we got my setup here still for my PC. This is pretty much where I edit all my videos. I do the recording for everything like that. So yeah, Xbox One controller right there. This is where I put my phone whenever I'm not using it and I'm, like playing a game or doing the podcast or whatever. My headset, this is the HyperX Cloud Stinger. It's a $50 headset. It's not that bad. If you're looking for a cheap, affordable headset, I think this is the best one on the market. I've used a bunch of Logitech headsets that are around the same price range. They've broken like several times. So, but this one I've had for a while and it's still working. This is a Super Mario little like light up thing that I got from my neighbor last year. And as you can see, it lights up when you touch it. So, yeah, I pretty much light it up whenever I'm too lazy to get up and turn on the light. Here I still have my Vegeta figure from my friend Damien, the co-host of the Two Players podcast. Pretty nice figure. I'm pretty sure it's made by Band Presto. I could be wrong. I actually think I am wrong, but yeah, this is a pretty nice Vegeta figure. This is a lamp here. I use this whenever I'm reading or I'm doing homework or whatever. It's touch sensitive, so that is pretty cool. The Logitech G502 mouse. This is my favorite mouse so far because of the thumb rest right here. Pretty nice and nifty. A SteelSeries mouse pad. A Logitech 710 Plus keyboard. Really need to clean this, but yeah, I've been using this keyboard for the past couple of years. It's done me well. This is an Acer monitor, and that's another Acer monitor. This one is 60 hertz, this one's 144, and as you can see, I got 2 PlayStation games as my wallpaper. Very excited for Spider-Man PS4 next month, and The Last of Us Part 2, obviously. And then as you can see here, I have some notes. Those are League of Legends notes right there, bands. And then I got the release of games that are going to be coming out later this year. You can go and take a look at that, but yeah, these are pretty much all of the games that I want to check out or look at for a video later this year or just for my own personal use. Most likely going to be doing a video on every single one of these games later this year, so stay tuned for that. And some other notes and whatnot. These are pretty much shows and series that I want to watch that I definitely need to get to. Behind here, I have my microphones. So I'm using the Blue Yeti. This is pretty much what I've been using for the past couple of months, probably past 6 months. Ever since I've gotten it. And then the Blue Snowball. This is a great starting microphone. It's pretty cheap. It's pretty affordable. This one is pretty much on the more pricier end. This is for people who actually want to do like podcasts and stuff like that, who people want to up their audio game on their stream or whatever. This is a great microphone for that. But the Blue Snowball, it's not that bad. But there's that. And then I got some cables here for the blue snowball and the Yeti respectively, along with a USB extension cable, and then some random papers and stuff like that. A bunch of random things here, tissues whenever I'm like eating and I need to like wipe my mouth, or sometimes I actually do spill water, so tissues here are definitely really, really nice to have. And then some other like pens and pencils here, and then a pair of scissors whenever I get a package. And then where you move on, because there's not much more interesting there, move on over here. I have my gaming setup here with the 50-inch Toshiba TV. These are a bunch of empty game cases. I have them here because whenever I do the podcast, I put them right here, and then I put the Yeti right on top of here, and then I could just talk without having to hold the Yeti up. And that is really, really nice. I even use this when I'm recording with the Yeti also. So pretty much whenever I'm using the Yeti, I use these empty game cases, put them there, put the Yeti there, and then I am able to record very nicely and freely. So let me just go and briefly touch over on my setup. Nothing much has changed really. It's pretty much the same setup. PlayStation 3, Switch, PS4, and the Wii U. I probably should put the Wii U and the PS3 away, but I feel like I sometimes use them and play them once in a while. This is the Razer. I forget the name of it, but it's a Razer product, and it's a speaker. It's really nice for playing music, for playing games, playing movies, all that stuff. This is just a really, really nice speaker, and yeah, something that I honestly didn't think I needed, but once I got it, it's actually really cool. So moving up here, I got the cabinets up here, and you can see my reflection. Hey guys. So let's just dive into the first one up here. Got a bunch of controllers for the Wii U, the PS3, Xbox, Switch, all that good stuff, and some cables, and I think there's an Amazon keyboard back there if you can see it. But yeah, there's that. Then down here, I have some Sonic Archives comics back there. A bunch of League of Legends stuff. Got the lanyards that I got from MSG when they first hosted it there. They were handing out a bunch of lanyards. Still got those. Some League of Legends figures I got from a friend for a Christmas gift. A little Puro that I got from the second time I went to MSG for League of Legends. And then I got some keychains and like other things from like New York Comic Con and other cons that I've gone to, aka the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. That's the only con I've been to, and then some other things and whatnot. What's in here? Oh, these are the SNES controllers for the SNES Classic. And then there's a bunch of other random stuff back there. Here I have a bunch of comic books, trade paperbacks in particular. Most of these are comics that I haven't read actually, but I have read volume 16 to 21 of Ultimate Spider-Man. Really enjoying it. I love Michael Bendis' work, and I also love Mark Bagley's artwork as well. But I believe around volume, I believe after volume 19 or something like that, or actually on volume 19, they get a new artist. I forget his name, but he's done a pretty good job, I guess. Not Mark Bagley level in my opinion, but every single comic book artist I believe does a pretty good job in their own respective right. So anyways, moving on, I got some other comics here. I got the infamous comic that I did a video on a while back, the Sonic and Mega Man Worlds Unite. They never finished it. They were supposed to be a volume 3 to go and conclude it, but if you want to go and read the rest of it, you got to go and get the single issues, because unfortunately Archie Comics lost the Sonic license, and yeah. And then we got some other Sonic Archie stuff here, but yeah, really, really cool that I have most of these, especially the later issues of the Saga series, because I think those are going to be extremely sought after. Moving on to the next one here, we got some more comics. So those are comics I have read, pretty much. I haven't put the other Ultimate Spider-Man stuff in here, because as you can see, I don't have room. Yeah, pretty much have all of the other Ultimate Spider-Man stuff. Miss Marvel, love that character, love the first 4 volumes. I believe volume 5, that's when they reboot it or whatever, like when they do a new #1 starting from there. So I might jump into it, I'm not entirely sure. Super Sons of Tomorrow, I love the Super Sons, and that was a really cool story. I waited for the trade paperback before I jumped back into the series, because The Super Sons of Tomorrow consists of different issues from different series. So not just Super Sons, but also like Teen Titans and all of that other stuff. So I got some other random things here, fidget spinners, League of Legends stuff here. Oh, I got the Mario coin. I believe you got this from Best Buy. I think that's where I got that from or whatever. We got some other things here too. Got a League of Legends Worlds 2016 pin, so that's pretty cool. And then this was I believe this is a Hearthstone pin that I got from a friend of mine, so that is pretty cool. And then some other things under there that I'm not going to pull out. Over here, I have the Elgato right on top of here. This is actually a very old model of the Elgato, which I don't mind, honestly. But the reason I haven't upgraded is because this one does AV, so the yellow, red, and white, the standard pretty much video settings for like the PS2 and like the NES, SNES, all that stuff. I need that for this, so that's why I haven't upgraded. The SNES Classic, love that system. Never have I ever, and what do you mean? Some other things down here. Got some more card games, the voting game and Cards Against Humanity. The Super Mario Brothers card game, I have not tried it yet. Uno and playing cards, and then a bunch of GameCube controllers along with the GameCube adapter right there. Behind there is my entire Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance collection, along with some Game Boy Advance games in DS cases and some boxed Game Boy Advance games. Moving on swiftly over here, we have a bunch of World of Nintendo figures. So I believe they are stacked up like this, 3 ways down. So yeah, I have a bunch of these little figures because I love them. They look so cool, and they're nice little collectibles. They're cheap, they're affordable. Obviously, the collection I have, it's not cheap, it's not affordable to go and get everything at once, but I have been collecting these little guys for a long time. So, and I'm glad what Jakks Pacific is doing with this line, and obviously I have more down here because I have ran out of space. Some classic Nintendo games, got some NES games, SNES games right here, right behind the Wii U gamepad charger, and then some N64 games. And then behind there I have some boxes for like League of Legends figures. I believe the figures are in there because I don't have room to display them at the moment, but I have them. Moving on to the last one up here, we got some PS1 games. My PS1 collection I think is fairly alright. You know, I pretty much have the games that I want. There's still a couple of games that I need or, you know, desire to own. And then I got some long box games here, one of them being Gex. And then I got the PSP collection that I got here. And then some of the systems, my Switch game case is right there. And then some other games here. This is my GameCube collection, or the end of it. Behind there is more GameCube games. Some Dragon Ball Z DVDs and other DVDs alike. A Dragon Ball Z figure box. The loyal figures like blind box series sort of thing. I have the Super Saiyan Vegeta and the regular Goku in here. And then I got some more PS3 games that I honestly forgot I owned, because when I was reorganizing my my shelf over there, I forgot to put them with those, so they're here, unfortunately. Alright, so now let's move on to the bottom shelf, or the bottom shelves. So I have actually utilized this space a lot more, or a lot more efficiently, I should say. Let me just go and move these to the bottom because these cables are going to get in the way. But let's just try to go and get this first one open. It's not that crazy of this first one. So instead of putting one console per shelf, I've actually put 2. So we got the Retron 3, which plays NES, SNES, and Genesis games, along with my Wii, which is backwards compatible with the GameCube. So there's that. And then down here I have my N64 and PS2 with accessories mixed up and wires and all that. So yeah, I'm using now, instead of 2 consoles here, now it's a total of 4. So that is really good in terms of using space and everything like that, especially with how much space I have and how much stuff I have. So got to go and use everything that I got in this game room. In here I have a bunch of Blu-rays. If you want to go check out my Blu-ray collection, I believe I haven't changed much about this collection. Maybe I bought a couple of titles here and there, but pretty much my Blu-ray collection has not been increased all that much since then. But yeah, these are pretty much. I've watched every single one of these movies, by the way, back here. But these up here, I haven't watched the Star Trek Into Darkness because I need to go and watch the first one before I jump into that one. And I bought this one for $4, brand new sealed, at a Goodwill. So there's that. Oh, I dropped something. Let me just go and pick that back up. But yeah, these are Expo dry erase things I got from a friend. And then moving on down here, got some more comics. These are pretty much all of the comics I couldn't fit on top of that first shelf. So I have more Ultimate Spider-Man stuff here. Yeah, with the Miles Morales stuff down there, along with the end of the Spider-Man run with the Death of Spider-Man. Then some Sonic stuff up there that I recently picked up. And then a bunch of bags and boards whenever I get new comics, and after I read them, take a bag, take a board, put them in there, and then I store it. So there's that. Moving on, let's dive into all of the accessories. I have accessories for pretty much all of the consoles that I have down here. PS3, PS2, N64, GameCube, NES, SNES, and then some of the Wii stuff down there. Moving forward to the last one, it's not all that exciting up here. I have my GameCube. The reason I bought a GameCube is so I could go and use the Game Boy player, which I have attached to the bottom of my GameCube. And then some other wires and whatnot over there. And then I have an Xbox 360 that I have not plugged in a very long time, but it is still one of my favorite consoles of that generation, just because of how much I spent playing that thing and how much fun I had doing it. So, alright, so now let's move on to pretty much the main, I guess, keystone of my game room, this entire bookshelf with all my games and collectibles and everything like that. So let's go shelf by shelf. Not going to go too much into detail on each thing, but I got my Wii collection. So I learned while reorganizing the shelves is that having the games like this, horizontal instead of vertical, it's harder to get the games out, obviously, but you save a lot of room. So that's what I did. I was like, all right, I need room. I don't care about if I can get these games out easily. I will take the extra 3 to 4 minutes to go and get one game out, as long as I get more room to do so. So my entire Wii collection is here, along with some other collectibles in front of here, including Nintendo stuff, Dragon Ball Z, Sonic, all that stuff. And because I put the games like this, I was able to go and put my Zelda Majora's Mask 3D limited edition with the Skull Kid figure. It's in there and everything like that, so I'm very happy that I was able to get more room up here. And then on top I have these Ninja Turtles figures that I've had since I had this game room. I saw these at Toys R Us, rest in peace, and I pretty much bought them because they were pretty cool. And in their box anyway, supposedly these figures are not all that great out of their box. They lack a lot of articulation and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I have those figures. Moving on here, we got my Amiibo collection. Not much has changed here except the fact that I opened Meta Knight and King Dedede. The reason I did that was because those were given a gift to me by my best friend, so I'm never going to get rid of them. And also the boxes were taking up a lot of room, so I had to go and open some of them. So I decided to go and open King Dedede and Meta Knight, and yeah, so there's that. And then I have my Pint-Sized Heroes Spider-Man figures up here. I got rid of all my DC ones, or all my Batman ones, I should say, because I wasn't into them, so I just sold them on eBay very quickly, which was very, very nice. My Bandai 66 Mega Man figures. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. If you want to go and buy these figures, just go on eBay, type in Bandai 66 Mega Man, and you'll find these figures. And just be careful where you buy them. I think buying from Hong Kong is definitely a bad idea. So I tried to stick with Japan and US sellers. But yeah, these figures are really, really dope. And then moving on here, I got this card from Nintendo. This was given to me when I visited their offices in New York City. It was very, very cool, very, very nice. And they gave me like a little press kit. Let me just go and see if I could block out some of the information. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the password doesn't work, but just in case, I don't want to censor it myself. But yeah, this was a E3 press kit for 2015, and there was the username and obviously the password. But yeah, that was a very, very cool item for me to get. And also the card itself just looks really nice to go and promote Super Mario Maker. So there's that. Then I got some little blind box figures that I did a video on a while back. These are really nice little figures. And then behind there, that is the gold nunchuck that you got from Club Nintendo. Rest in peace. But yeah, I had enough coins for it, so I bought it, and I have it still in its little package because I don't want to use it, honestly. Moving on here, we got my PS2 collection. I would put these PS2 games horizontally, or they're already horizontally, but I would put them like this. It looks like it would fit, but it would honestly be way too tight. So I had to go and resort to putting them like this, which isn't that big of a deal. It's just that it looks a little weird at the end of here. But I have my Sly 3 demo disc, not for resale, sealed still. Very cool collector's item I found on eBay a couple years back. Crash Bandicoot. This is the NECA figure that was recently released. It's out in stores. You can find it at Best Buy, GameStop. I found this on my local comic book store. And yeah, so it was really, really cool to go and see that. And I just bought it instantly. Some Splatoon plushies from Jakks Pacific. I think their plushies are actually like really underrated. But yeah, these are really nice plushes that I found at Walmart or Toys R Us or whatever, whenever I found them. So I know I found this one at Walmart because when I bought it, it didn't have a tag. And then the cashier was like, what do you think the price of this one was? The big figure or the small one? Referring to those, the small World of Nintendo figures or one of these bigger ones that I have up here. And I was like, one of the big ones. Honestly, I probably should have said one of the smaller ones so I could have gotten it a little bit cheaper. But because I'm such an honest person, I stuck with the truth. But anyways. Moving on, actually underneath him, I got the Sonic pins from the Sonic Mania like little animation thing that I bought from the Sega store. So as you can see, there's Eggman and Sonic. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these on my actual keychains because those are really nice collector's items. But I might just buy one of the Sonic ones and just, stick it on my keys and call it a day so I don't have to use the one that I have already. So obviously that's more money, but, I'm going to have to debate with that with myself still. Anyways, got this little Goku figure. He is looking that way. He should be looking this way, actually. But yeah, I am a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, and I saw this at my second or first year at New York Comic Con, I forget, but I bought him there, and yeah, he's really cool. It's a really, really nice Band Presto figure. I definitely know this one's made by Band Presto, trust me. Lastly, we got the Sonic IDW Modern Sonic Chow, I was about to say Chaos, Chow pack with Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and obviously the 3 Chow. Down here, I have some more PS2 games along with my PS3 collection and my PS4 collection. I did not realize I had this many PS4 games until I was organizing this shelf. And obviously, I have more PS4 games right there along with Sonic Mania Plus. But yeah, I have a bunch of random things here. Some Pokemon cards, some Funko Pop plushies. I got the Infinity War Spider-Man along with the original, I guess, suit for Spider-Man Homecoming. Funko Pops here. I got rid of most of mine, which you'll see in a bit. And then some Steven Universe figures, a little Spider-Man keychain right there. But yeah, got my entire PlayStation stuff here. Then down here I have my Wii U collection, which I was actually able to fit all on this one shelf here, along with Fox and Peppy right there guarding them, along with the Super Smash Brothers for Wii U and 3DS, a smashing soundtrack. And then I got my Switch collection right there, which that's not a lot of games, but as you may know, the Switch is definitely going to get more games in the future, so that is definitely a thing to look forward to. The Splatoon Pearl and Marina 2-pack, very happy to own this. I pretty much glazed over this, but this is the Yarn Yoshi amiibo, really cool. Then I got a bunch of Blu-rays here. Behind 11 is the MCU Blu-ray stuff. I pretty much have every single MCU movie on Blu-ray, which is really cool. Then I have a bunch of movies here that I need to watch, or my brother needs to watch. So I just have them here just in case. And then I also have Stranger Things on Blu-ray as like the little VHS cassette thing, which is really dope. Moving down here, I have my comic book collection consisting of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Universe, and Mega Man. I'm not going to pull any of these out because it's actually a really tight fit here, and I probably should get like a short box or a long box to go and fit these in properly. But yeah, pretty much most of this collection consists of Sonic stuff. I'm going to pull one thing out here. the Sonic Mega Drive, the next level. I actually have 2 copies of these, so one of them I hope to get graded, and the other one I just have for my own personal collection. But moving on, we got the Nintendo Power magazines here, along with Nintendo Force and other magazines like GamePro, PlayStation. I have this one that was promoting Sly 4. See if I could pull it out nicely. I honestly don't care about the condition of it. I'm just happy that I own it. That's GamePro. But yeah, Sly's back. Really cool magazine, and I was happy to go and get it at Barnes & Noble's. Some Dragon Balls, I guess. These were for like little plastic keychains. I have the Goku one on my keys, and I gave the other one to my neighbor. And then I got some PlayStation 4 Collector's Editions, Life is Strange, Kingdom Hearts 2.8, I believe, and then Infamous Second Son. I actually had this game before I owned a PS4, because I wanted to go and get the Collector's Edition, make sure that I had it, so I bought it, and that was that. Got the Sonic Mania Collector's Edition here for the PS4. I bought it on Amazon. It unfortunately came like this. But yeah, I bought this, or I pre-ordered this a long time ago. Like right when they announced it, I pre-ordered it. So there's that. Some random stuff up here, but the main thing that I'm pretty sure some of you guys may be interested in, Sonic the Hedgehog issues 1 through 4 CGC graded. I got these graded a couple months back, and I recently got them back. But yeah, I have a 8.5 and 9.4 for issue 3, which is pretty good. And then I got a 9.2 for issue 2, and then issue 1, I got a 9.0. So yeah, these are really nice grades. Obviously, you would want them to be a 10.0, but these grades in and of itself, for what I got these comics for, I got them for really cheap. And for me to get them graded, obviously it was a little bit more expensive, but you know, as like a investment and as a collector, I think that it's really cool for me to go and get these back so highly graded and, you know, in such nice condition as well. So anyways, moving on, got my little backpack here that I use for school, and then over here, tripods that I use for videos whenever I need them. This is the one I mainly use nowadays. This is pretty much I have, this is like a little phone cradle thing. I put my phone in there, and then I'm able to record. If I need to use it on there, I just screw that off, and then I put it on there. Here is a short box Black Panther themed, and I have pretty much most of my modern, or most of the newer comics in here. So let me just go and show you real quick as to what I have here. Not as like a collection video, but just briefly. All of my Sonic IDW stuff is in here. All of the variants that I own, all of the current issues. I pretty much have every single one. But yeah, issue 7. If you have not read it, check it out. It's really good. Batman Sins of the Father, Super Sons, Ultimate Spider-Man, random Marvel stuff. I got the Starboy comic, the newest Venom series that's going on, Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer, the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, all of the other Spider-Man stuff that I have, some other Marvel things, gaming related, free comic book day. But yeah, this is pretty much all of like my newer comic stuff that I put in here. So yeah, and I'm very happy with the collection I have right now. Obviously, there's still some things that I need to go and get and pick up in terms of trades, but in terms of single issues, I think I'm good right now. But there's that. We're just going to put it back where it was, and then put the lid on top. Alright, so now let's dive into this closet. If you guys watched my video from last year, this closet I couldn't even walk into. But now I can actually walk into it and not have to worry about tripping over something or anything like that. So let's just get in here now. So I pretty much just have a bunch of random stuff here. What's actually in this box? Oh god, is that a bug? Oh, whoops. No, I think that's actually just a piece of dust that's flying everywhere. Anyways, forget what I said. There's just a bunch of random PS2 games in there. I think this is something that I was trying to sell but didn't sell. A World of Nintendo bag featuring Link. All of my Marvel Legends figures are in their box. Some of them have the Build-A-Figure, some of them don't. This was a Shenron figure I got from a friend. The box for the pint-sized hero Batman. The Dragon Star figures I have of Goku, Hit, and Super Saiyan Trunks. All of the classic Sonic IDW, the classic Sonic Tomy figures are pretty much here. So let me just go and pull one of them out. You know, I got Knuckles and all of the other ones that were released, including the comic book packs. They're all there. Let's go and dive into this first shelf over here. I got the Our Last Night Selective Hearing vinyl that they released a while back. I don't have a record player, but I really like this album that they made. All my DVDs and Blu-rays of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Power Rangers. Power Rangers was a huge part of my childhood, I would say. Got some other things here. Got the Pearl plush. Got the Supersonic by Tomy plush. This thing has, I believe, a bunch of just markers and stuff like that. Got some other things back there. The Lego Dimensions Sonic thing. Got what's it called? That's a Pikmin. God damn it! Why couldn't I say that earlier? The white Pikmin from Jack Pacific. The Chow plush. Some D-Arts Mega Man. The SH Figure Arts Mario figure. I got the got this. This is pretty much the reason why I pre-ordered the Life is Strange limited edition for these two figures. This is just a really nice set, and yeah, like once I saw that, I was like, I need to buy it. So there's that. That's pretty much it in here. Moving on, I got my Amiibo shelf. It's back. It just said I have more Amiibo, and they are displayed here more nicely than they were before. But yeah, pretty much have all of these boxed because I don't have room to display them. I don't like displaying them like this. I would much rather display them have them on my bookshelf. But as of right now, I kind of need to go and keep these guys in the box. And on top of that, some of these are like worth a lot. I believe this one in particular is worth something. So, you know, I just want to go and hold on to it just in case if I need the money for a, you know, emergency event or whatever. So other things like Sonic Boom figures and stuff like that are here. I have every single backing of like the Amiibos. I don't know why. I just want them and have them. So there they are. Moving up here, I have my 3DS collection. Like I did with the bookshelf out there, I've turned all of my games like this so I have more room. So I got my DS collection, my 3DS collection. Back there I have my DVDs. I believe I have Xbox 360 games back there if I move these. Yep, my Xbox and Xbox 360 games are back there. Have my CD albums here, consisting of a bunch of artists that I listen to on a frequent basis. I Prevail, Hands Like Houses, Our Last Night, Set It Off, Palisades, Against the Current, and I believe that's about it. Paris, PVRIS, that's how they spell their brand name, but they're called Paris. Then we got some other 3DS stuff here. Misfortune. Misfortune is another band that I love. Pretty sure you guys already saw these. Amiibos. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Volumes 1 through 6. Fantastic comic book or graphic novel, however you want to call it. It's a fantastic piece of literature. If you love video games and you haven't read it, check it out. I think it's really good. Some Funko Pops that I have out of the box because why not? And then I have the Fire Emblem Fates Special Edition back there because I really wanted that game in the Special Edition because I thought the game was going to be really good because I loved Fire Emblem Awakening. And this is the art book that I believe you got from pre-ordering at GameStop or something like that. I managed to buy it. I'm not entirely sure if it's worth anything, but I'm pretty sure when I was trying to go and hunt one of these things down, it was getting up in price. So I bought it before that price, you know, skyrocketed potentially. Have a Isabelle plush there. Got the World of Nintendo Shadow Link figure. I believe this was a Spencer's exclusive for some goddamn reason. But yeah, when I got it, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't alone on this, the cardboard backing was like bent. You could see the crease right there. This was $20, but since I still am a Jack Specific World of Nintendo collector, I wanted to buy it. And yeah, $20, and then it came like this because the way they packaged it, they folded the top over for some reason. I don't know why they did that, but they did it. So there's that. Moving up here, my World of Nintendo figures for the 4 inches are still like that. Got some Dorbs of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And then this is my entire Funko Pop collection. Yeah, it's pretty small now. I pretty much got rid of most of my collection, which I'm very happy for, because honestly I think Funko Pops aren't all that cool. If I'm going to collect them, it's going to be the Vegeta or Spider-Man, Spidey characters or whatever. I do have some League of Legends ones. I think you could see Braum right there. But yeah, I'm not going to be collecting Funko Pops anymore because they just aren't all that cool to me anyways. But yeah, that is pretty much my entire game room. As you can see, I've gotten rid of a bunch of things, but I've added a couple of things here and there as well. But yeah, my entire game room has been revamped for this year, and I hope to keep it more or less the same, not add too much, so hopefully I could still walk in here without having to trip over everything. But yeah, that is the end of this game room tour. But yeah, that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys haven't already, you can subscribe. I put new videos up every single Saturday. Follow my social media accounts, Facebook and Twitter, where I put updates of my future videos. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video once again, and I'll see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers.